This video, I'm going to title it Psychological Warfare Volume 2. And what is psychological warfare? That is psychological warfare. This is a children's book. Actually, my son had this book. I'm going to tell you why it is psychological warfare. Let's read. Let's read a children's book. How old are you? You're never too old to read a children's book. Brown bear, brown bear. What do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. That's the bird. That's the bear. That's the bird. Red bird. What do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck. Yellow duck. What do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. This is all pretty, standard, right? For a children's book. Just a blue horse. Blue horse. What do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog. What do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat. What do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog. What do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Now you think it was the black sheep, right? Like the psychological warfare black sheep? No, it's not it. Black sheep. What do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish. What do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. That's the teacher. Standard teacher too. You know, if you look at all the colors, green frog and purple horse and everything, that is the teacher. Now you think, you're like, that's not that big a deal. Okay, so what? Well, when you look at the research, you look at the Clark-Dow test. If anybody is not familiar with the Clark-Dow test, the Clark-Dow test was an experiment with young children, reached, I think, the age 6. Around that age, they're old enough. They didn't know their, probably phone numbers, and they weren't completely in grade school and fifth, sixth grade. They were young, and they asked the children. They had a black doll and they had a white doll. They said, "Who's the ugly doll?" They picked the black doll. The black children picked the black doll. Which one's the pretty doll? The white doll got picked. That was the pretty doll. Who's the mean doll? Black doll. Who's the happy doll? The white doll. Now, you're 6 years old. You can't be like, oh, those kids are racist. They don't know what they're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. No, those children have been indoctrinated. Your children are being indoctrinated. That is the one thing that the society in America is excellent on. Indoctrination, propaganda, and psychological warfare. They start with your children young, real young. So by the time they get to our age, my age, and whoever is watching this is age, everything's normal. I mean, well, that is a teacher. That's what a teacher looks like. When you see a black teacher come in, like, who are you? Are you here to clean up? Because you've been indoctrinated. You've been brainwashed. And that's psychological warfare. And in order to combat this type of warfare, you have to be aware that it exists, first off, and then spread the word, spread the message. You see this book, I seen this book too. I took this away from my son when I read it, so he didn't have to read it. But when I went to the dentist's office with him, sitting right there, now you would think like the dentist would, be a little more proactive and read it like something's wrong, but maybe they did, and maybe that's why it's there. Conspiracy? I don't think so. Not a conspiracy. It is what it is. So, unless you want your child hating themselves and having low self-esteem, you have to be proactive and aware that this does exist and make your children proud of themselves, proud of who they are, proud of their community, and proud to be themselves. All right? Volume 3 is coming up because there's a lot out there, but this is going to be volume 2. I'm just going to keep it short, about 5 minutes. All right, y'all. Spread the word. Shalom.